The Principles of Accounting course is a beginner's course in accounting. Since I've taken it over, it's grown from about 500 students to over 600 now. I have all these wonderful, enthusiastic bodies in the concert hall, and just to try and engage with them and give them a sense that they're in a community, that they have a role to play in the class, that they can speak to me. I'm not a distant person on the stage, and so I've scaffolded a whole bunch of resources really around that, and that's what Connect and McGraw Hill SmartBook are for me, part of the support resources to make sure that the students stay with me on a weekly basis with content and stay with me in terms of excitement and of learning.
I really like the idea of the SmartBook. I'm not one of these people who know everything about computers, but I find it really easy to use.
It's much better than just going through a normal book because it highlights the important parts for you. It asks you questions as you read, which is much more useful for retaining the information.
Everyone who signs up for the SmartBook is assessed by the technology, by the artificial intelligence, to track their abilities and their knowledge and their understanding of particular concepts. So I've set up a system on the basis of this SmartBook which has adaptive technology. I needed a way to give students one-to-one feedback, and also I had the opportunity to do so because the technology was available.
I like how hands-on it is, and it's very practical, and you know where to start, where to finish. It's very black and white. It's one of the most widely used resources in our course. It makes my life a lot easier because I can start it at home, and if I don't get it all done, I can open it up the following day in the library and start off from where I left.
The technology guides them back to the point where they don't understand a key concept, and then test them on their knowledge and their understanding.
You can actually see a progress of how you're going through the subject rather than just seeing how many pages you've read in a book so far.
It feels good at the end of the week when you get that 100% completion, whereas a book you wouldn't get as much satisfaction out of it. This module is taught in a very clever way. It really keeps you accountable and it keeps you on top of things. What's in the book helps you in the case study, which helps you in the final exam.
Using Connect and the SmartBook has changed my approach to teaching, because now I'm thinking in terms of how best to use technology to get the core competencies across to the students. So in addition to mapping what I do on a weekly basis in lectures and tutorials with the content in the SmartBook, I have layered on something called the Big Blue Button. So with my tutor, we've identified the core competencies in the course that we need the students to have a full understanding of by the time they finish the course, and we've created explanatory sessions or tutorials. We have spent some time on that, and we layer that in our learning platform. So it provides an additional resource to students, and it's as well used as the SmartBook. I'm more connected to the students. It makes me part of the community, whereas I might have been a bit separate from that community before.
This helps modern students take the theory, allows them to make sense of it, and then apply it to real-world situations.
In 3 words, SmartBook is blended, personalised, engaging.